Good morning. Listen, remove your emotions. Let's look at facts. Let's look at details. And let's be very objective. In the history of snitching, I don't think anybody beats the amount of snitching that Chicago dudes from the South Side have done on themselves. I don't think anybody beats them. Nobody. It's going to be very easy for them to put a RICO on Dirk and indict him. I do also think that Dirk is very smart. You know, he did a sit down with the mayor, working with the kids. He want to hold a prayer. So I think behind the scenes, Dirk is doing what he need to do to not get indicted, which is smart. But at the same time, you got the old Blockians locked up right now for Duck's murder, right? And do we really believe that none of them gonna break? You know what I'm saying? There's people who are willing to testify. The documents that just came out. FBG Butter, right? He's cooperating. The guy who made the call that got Duck murdered, his baby mama is going to testify, and I don't know who else is going to testify, right? But I'll bring FBG Butter name up because they speaking about the fact that he's cooperating and saying it was King Von that shot him and killed his sister, K.I. And it's like, I'm looking at him, I'm like, yo, Butter is telling. But I'm like, yo, they all been telling. These kids was on Twitter telling who they were smoking on. You know what I'm saying? Like, if the FBI want to do their homework, all they got to do is go on Academics War in Chirac, which is still on YouTube. They can piece it together. I can piece it together. You can piece it together. You know what I'm saying? These guys are getting paid right now to tell stories, So when you look at it, I got to agree with Charleston White. Snitching is part of the game. You know what I'm saying? All this street, they make it seem like if you are street, you have to be a stand-up person. There's no stand-upness when it comes to street. No, snitching is part of it. Snitching is part of it. Snitching is part of the game. Most people that's in jail over whatever happened in the streets is because somebody cooperated. It goes hand in hand. A lot of times the feds they're not even trying to put you in jail. They're just trying to turn you and make you work for them so you can let them know what's going on in your streets. They put you back in there and say, yo, go do your thing. Just come back with the info, But in Chicago, it's like we've been watching it. It's like 6ix9ine is the face of snitching and gets so much hate. But damn near all these Chicago dudes been telling. For real. Because, it's as simple as this. If you are gangster, right, you're street, you're not supposed to talk, right? So you're not supposed to even get wired and be on camera and do an interview at all. How do you claim to be gangster, street, and these guys got so much documentations about themselves on Twitter, on IG, on YouTube, in music? Bro, we got to stop being naive, man. We got to stop being naive, bro. All the Chicago dudes been telling, bro. King Von's been telling in his music. He's been telling on himself in his music. It's not just FBG Butter that let people know that King Von has something to do with K.I. King Von himself in his music. All these guys been telling. All these guys, bro. You can listen to Dirk's music and he's addressing things that's happening in the streets, and you can probably piece it together if you go watch everybody else's music. If you go listen to everybody else's music and go watch everybody else's interviews and listen to what they've been saying, you can piece it all together. So guess what? It's going to be easy to do a RICO. It's going to be easy. They just need a couple people to say, yeah, Dirk is the top guy. You don't need to have evidence of Dirk pulling no trigger. Conspiracy. He's the leader. He's the one with the money. He's the one that got people doing this and this. We're doing it to the benefit of Dirk. You know? So, it's crazy. But I think this is something to study from. Maybe the streets is the most delusional place on earth. And we all fell for that. We all fell for that. Because these guys should not be on the internet if they street. I think once you get on the internet, you can't claim street or gangster. You a social media nigga. You an internet nigga. And all these Chicago dudes, it don't matter who you kill. You an internet nigga. Because they killed out of emotions. Because all the killing that's been done, what have they earned? I want to know what have they been. We know what the mafia was controlling so much construction, they controlled politicians, the movie industry. The mafia was mobbed up, controlling liquor. What have the dudes in Chicago accomplished other than destroy their entire lineage? And a lot of the people that die, sad to say, their kids gonna grow up and not have father figures and probably repeat the same cycle. So that's why I said, take your emotions out of this. You know what I'm saying? This is not a shot at anybody, but I say that so that we can actually look at the details and what has actually transpired. Cats is not gangster, man. Cats is just like, I don't even know the word to use, but there's a lot of issues, mental issues. You know, I don't know if it's because of poverty, if it's because of lack of fatherhood, jobs, just the environment, what it is. But I think we are trying to make the street seem like some legendary thing or a stand-up place to be or something of value. But the streets has only destroyed black people. Dead ass, man. The streets has only destroyed black people. And these guys did not leave any inheritance for anybody. They didn't build anything. And everybody has earned off of them. Go look at YouTube. Chicago is like running YouTube. People are building platforms off of Chicago stories, making money off of Chicago stories more than the people in Chicago that was involved in the situation, man. This is the truth. So in 10 years from now, when those guys are like in their 40s and they look back, what did they build? What did they earn? What was it all for? Only thing they did was destroy, bro. Only thing they did was destroy. And we have praised that. We have said, these people are tough. Yeah, he's strong. The tough people all got killed. The tough people all got jailed. They didn't think, how can we not go to jail? How can we plot? How can we plan? How can we strategize? How can we use these moments? They got caught up in the clout. Oh, we getting attention? Oh, so we gotta kill because we're gonna get more attention. Man. Yeah, bro. If this is what the streets is about, the youngins should not want no parts at all. They should not want no parts. There's nothing stand up about it. There's nothing valuable about it. And I would hate for Dirk to get up to this heights where he's lost so much and gained so much and to lose it all. I would hate for that to happen. And I don't want that to happen. But yeah, man. All in all, be a man. That's the most important thing. Being a man is better than being street. So always think about being a man. That street shit is all cap. cap. It's all cap, man. It's all cap. There's no rules. People make their rules when they want. None of it is real. That stand-up shit, it's all bull. Don't believe it. Be a man.